it's one of my good friend's birthdays, and a couple weeks ago when I started my journey, I had said to her, you know, if there's anything that you might be interested in, I could bake you a loaf. And I didn't mention anything about the birthday, and this is going to be posted after her birthday, so she won't see it. She said, ooh, just like a plain cinnamon sugar loaf would be really good. No raisins. And I'm down for that because I'm not a raisin girl myself. So I'm going to bake her a loaf of bread, of cinnamon bread for her birthday and deliver it to her. And I'm going to do it with my starter, Esther. And she's going to be one of the first 2 loaves made, and so that's extra special. So anyway, so we're going to make a cinnamon loaf today. We're going to do 0 out the scale, 325 grams of water, perfect, 325. And then we're going to do 100 grams of, sorry, there's someone working with tools outside. We're gonna do 0 at the scale, and we're gonna do 100 grams of ester here. Active starter. It's 104, we'll keep it. Okay, we're gonna mix this up until it's all frothy. We are all mixed up now. Put it back on the scale, 0 it out. I'm gonna do 10 grams of sugar, or salt, 10 grams of salt. I usually add sugar into the dough, but there's facts that say sugar affect the fermentation, so I want to put it in on the final. So that's what I'm going to do. What I am going to do is put cinnamon in. I'm going to add it to the flour. I've got 500 grams of flour here. $11 grams, 13 of cinnamon in with the flour. We're gonna kind of, get my spatula. Mix it all in. So there's no flour pockets, and we're at a shaggy dough. All right, well, it's pretty mixed up now. Just making sure there's a few spots. Just make sure there's no cinnamon pockets either. You don't want to be biting into that. Nice and incorporated, building the gluten bonds in the beginning here. I've been working it for about a good solid 2 minutes. I think I got all the bad spots. We're gonna let this baby rest for an hour, and then we're gonna come back, see there's one, and do stretch and folds, okay? Stretch and fold number 1 for our cinnamon loaf. All right, this is what she's looking like. Put her in for another half an hour and we'll be back. Fold number 2 for the cinnamon loaf. Smelling yummy. I think I got to get a pad for underneath these bowls while I'm using a plastic one, so because they're so light. I can't find big glass bowls for the life of me anywhere, and I'm scared to order on the internet because every time I order something, it's not the size I think it's going to be. Anyway, here she be. We're gonna put her down for half an hour, come back for round 3. Stretch and fold number 3, cinnamon loaf. This is what we're looking like. Nice and stretch and fold. And sometimes you gotta hold the bottom, stretch and fold. Stretch and fold. It's strong gluten bonds. Holy, one more. Well, we're gonna make that one like a coil fold. All right. Got her looking all pretty. Putting her down for another nap, and we'll be back for the 4th and final before we let it bulk ferment. This is the 4th and final stretch and fold until we let this puppy bulk ferment. Usually takes 2 to 3 hours in my oven with the light on. Kitchen temperatures and timing will vary depending on how warm or cool the atmosphere is. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Beautiful little ball there. We're gonna let her sit again 2 to 3 hours. I'll let you know when we come back, and then we'll get into shaping. This cinnamon loaf is acting weird. Okay, I made it at the same time as other loaves today, and it has been proofing for 5.5 hours, and it is not doubling up like the others. The only thing I can think of is that maybe the cinnamon, but I've put cinnamon in before, so I don't know what's going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to shape it, and then I'm gonna put it in a Benetton, and I'm gonna leave it overnight until tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna bake it. It is what it is. I'm sure it's still gonna taste delicious, but we'll see what's going on here. Yeah, so let's put some flour down. And it's sticky, like as if I were to have put like sugar in it, and I didn't. So, whatever. Okay. I almost took it out earlier, but I was like, no, I want to give it that time. Okay, so now, of course, I've got dough on my finger. We're going to do some brown sugar. Just kind of spread it out here. Not get too close to the edges. Okay, we've got quite a bit of sugar on here now. Okie dokie. And then we're just going to take cinnamon, and we're just going to sprinkle it across the top, even though it's already got cinnamon in it. So it's all to taste, remember? I feel like I want to add even more sugar for some reason, but she's looking good. Now I'm gonna fold up from the bottom, and then I'm gonna fold up the side, like so. And then I'm gonna fold the top down. And then I'm gonna wrap it around. It's getting a little sticky. Kind of just pinch everybody together here. While we have the opportunity, it's still sticking. Okie dokie. I wanna get that out of the way because that'll mess your roll up. Okay. I don't know how this loaf is going to turn out. Give me all sorts of feels here. More flour so I can at least handle it. Oh, because sugar's coming out. Okay. Push in. Come on, part at the bottom. Ah! See, it didn't. No. Okay, tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in. I'm gonna use my scraper to transfer into the Banneton. I have to take some of this off my hand. Oh my goodness. Just some of it. Made it. We made it. Some of the sugar is trying to sneak out the side here. So I want to try and pull up and tuck. Hopefully it sticks. Feels like it's gonna pull up and tuck. Okay. I am, like I said, gonna let this cold proof for the night. It's a little sticky. And I'm gonna bake her up in the morning. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. It is 6:45 in the morning. And my pot here, my Dutch oven is preheated to 450 along with the oven. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this loaf. And of course it's one that I want to give to somebody. It's not rising. So we're just gonna bake it. And it's early enough that I could make her another one if I really had to. Tis what it is. But yesterday was bake day. I did 5 different bakes. And this was the second thing I mixed. And it was everything before and after it was all like, not this one. So I don't know. We're gonna put parchment paper out here. Little situation here. This is so weird. This is like, and I watched back through my videos. I'm like, did I miss a step? Did I put too much of this or too little of that in? Nothing showed itself, so. I don't know what happened, but good thing I have literally fucking 20 loaves of bread up on my shelf because I'm making bread every day. There'll always be time to do another one. It is oozing. What the fuck? I gotta put it in there. Look at the cinnamon sugar coming out. don't, bud. Please don't. All right, guys. I'm gonna check it on 20 instead of 22 minutes because my oven has been mad at me lately. Well, actually mad at Evan because the burners and the elements need to be replaced. And we haven't done it. Anyway, popping her in. We'll be back when it's time to take the lid off. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. So it's looking like a little rise, nothing crazy. Don't know what's going on there, but we'll see you in another 20. Okay, so she's out of the oven. Just a little button. Okay, that extra sugar, didn't need it. The sugar is out. I'm gonna do, hold on a second, I'm gonna put something underneath this tray before I remove this. Okay, we've got some paper towel. Ooey goodness. It's sticky though. I almost want to like paint this sugar on top. Like a glaze. Because it's like just sitting there. This is hot. Hot, hot, hot. There's the bottom. It feels dense. I don't know what happened with this loaf. I make cinnamon all the time and it's not a problem. So I feel like I might just make another one for her. But I may also just give this to her as well and be like, another one's coming. I don't know what happened with this one because I know it's still gonna taste good. All right, y'all. We're not gonna cut into it because it's gonna be a gift. That's what she looks like. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. I think I have enough time, so I'm gonna quickly remix up this cinnamon loaf and see if we can get it to rise better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm gonna do 325 grams of warm water. Oh, that is way too much. Almost. And 325. And then I'm going to put in 100 grams of starter really quick. My starter's still warming up. I had Esther in the fridge last night. But if I want to get this done for the afternoon, I have to start now. And it is 7:30 in the morning. 92. That might be too much. Come on. Esther is tired this morning. She worked very hard yesterday. How is that still 97? Let's see here. Whatever this is, I'm keeping it. 105. We're keeping it. Just gonna scoop the Esty back in here, warm her up, because I'm making burger buns for dinner tonight. So that'll be a video for later. We're gonna mix her up and be back when she's fully incorporated. This might take an extra minute because again, she's cold, but I got nice and warm water. So she's already starting to break apart there. Perfect. She was ready for a redo. This mixed up so quickly, even quicker than my normal time, like for that to happen. So we're gonna put 500 grams of bread flour. 400. 507. 506. Whatever. 501. Okay. Oh. 10 grams of salt. Take this off the scale. I use Robin Hood red flour. I'm in Canada. I'm still gonna put a little, I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon. Maybe there was too much cinnamon. Just a wee little tinkle. Just enough to add a little bit of flavor. We're gonna mix this until fully incorporated. Shaggy dough. We're at shaggy dough consistency. We're gonna let it sit for an hour and then we're gonna come back and do our first set of stretch and folds. Stretch and fold number 1 time. It's already looking better than the last. I thought last night was gonna be a super fresh loaf for her, but no. The day of. Okay, looking like a pretty little ball. I'm gonna put it in the oven with the light on to proof for another half an hour, and we're gonna do stretch and fold number 2. Stretch and fold number 2, again, looking better. It's rising up. Wet my hand just a wee bit, and oh, beautiful dough. I wonder if it was the cinnamon. I'm gonna have to, if I can remember, to look that up. Because maybe I put too much cinnamon in and it affected the fermenting on the last loaf. I don't know, because I did put a little bit more than normal. She's all bundled up, ready to go down for another nap. We'll be back for round 3. Stretch and fold number 3. Growing, looking better. Stretch that dough. All right, gotten to a nice little ball again, and we're gonna come back for the final stretch and fold in a half an hour. Time to do the very last stretch and fold. This is what it's looking like. It is rising so nice today. It just was not wanting to be done yesterday. It wanted to be all on its own. It wanted to be special. I had like 5 different bakes on the go yesterday. I'm just gonna, come on. Okay, we're gonna let this bulk ferment, covered, back in the oven with the light on. And we'll see when it doubles in size, probably 2 to 3 hours. We will find out when we get back. It's only been an hour and a half and it is already ready to go, okay? It's pulling away like so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and shape it. I just started preheating the oven because this was in the oven with just the light on. So I took it out and it's preheating. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shape it. I'm gonna put it in the Banneton for like 20 minutes in the fridge, and then I'm gonna score it and we're gonna bake it right away. So we're gonna do some flour here. And some flour here. This is so much better. This is so much better. Wow. Wow. Again, I don't know what the hell happened, but keep some of that sticky in. And we're going to try and get it out into a nice rectangle as best we can. And then we're gonna sprinkle some cinnamon and sugar in here. I've got shit on my hands, hold on. Okie dokie. So we're going to take some brown sugar. I feel like, here we go. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. Use whatever brown sugar you have, light or dark. Okay. I'm gonna break it up, spread it around. Last one I put extra sugar in, it did not need the extra sugar. It was splooging everywhere. Okay. That seems to be good. Okay. Cinnamon time. Sprinkle it on how to taste, like what you think you or your family would want. I'm just gonna do a light. Okay, I feel like that's more than good. So I'm gonna, to try and trap all of this inside, I'm gonna fold up from the bottom first. And then I'm gonna fold up from the sides like this. You can see that. Then I'm gonna bring the top in. Okay, like so. Just kind of pinching these together right now, why not? And then I'm going to bring this over. God, this dough feels amazing. I'm gonna pinch it all together. Make sure that cinnamon sugar stays inside. Then we're going to get the sugar out of there. Roll it. Pinch the sides again. And then we're gonna push and pull, and push and pull, and push and pull until we get this tight ball. Oh, she is happy today. Swear to God, I'm telling you, your dough's gonna get a personality. Okay. And yesterday, this is a special loaf. And yesterday there was too much going on. And it's like, nope, I need my own attention. So I've got the Banneton. My cover for this basket is in the wash. So I'm just going to use a tea towel. I'm going to put a little bit of flour in here. Okay. And then I'm going to plop her upside down. Reconfirm that we're sealed. Cover it up. I'm gonna put it in the fridge just to kind of toughen up the, it's not gonna be super long, so I don't know how much it's gonna do, but it's just to tighten up the dough a little bit for when I go to cut it. While we're waiting for the oven and all that, this has cooled down. I thought, it's like a brick, it's heavy as hell. I'm gonna cut into it. Oh my God, it's solid. What happened? What happened? I did everything the same. Holy cow. Oh yeah, that was a fucking flop. I'm so glad I didn't give it to her. There's way too much cinnamon in there. That's going straight, and I was gonna say in the trash, but I'm gonna toss it outside because we live in a wooded area, and I'm sure that there's a creature out there that might wanna eat this. Dutch oven and the oven are preheated at 450. So what I'm gonna do, oh, I need parchment paper. Measure that out. That should be good. Okay, Put our dough in the middle. Oh, it's staying together beautifully. Okay. I just put a new blade on this, so it should cut well. We're gonna do pretty little, I don't wanna go too deep because I don't wanna cut the sugar out, which that happened anyway. There is the sugar. All right, feel like that's good enough. I want to kind of get underneath that lip. Just so it pops open a bit. I think that's good. I don't know. I said that already. We're gonna put it in. Rice in the bottom of your Dutch oven. I got another new Dutch oven too, but this one was on sale. So now I have 2 regular Dutch ovens and a loaf Dutch oven so I can keep up with all my baking fiascos. The universe is fulfilling those manifestations. All right, we're gonna lid this and put it in the oven for 20 minutes. I wanna be careful with the sugars that it doesn't over bake and burn. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll see you back in 20 minutes have gone by. Oh, wow, she's so pretty. Oh, yay, woohoo. Okay, 20 minutes with the lid off. We'll see you soon. So I took it out about 2.5, 3 minutes early because I started to smell the sugar burning. So what I'm gonna do, oh, she's hot, ow, hot and sticky. Okay, give me a second. Okay, she's messy, but it's in a good way. So that it was just starting. The sugar was only burning. So I'm gonna throw this in there. I've got some juices dripping out here. I wanna, look at it, I gotta wash this. Okay. That's the bottom, looking beautiful. I'm gonna let her cool down, and of course, we are going to not cut into it because it's a gift and it's going to be still warm when I deliver it to my special friend. So there you go. We were able to be glorified in our redo here. I'm quite pleased. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one.